Billy Mitchell, video game player of the century here, and today we are looking at this marvelous game room, this marvelous collection, sort of marvelous like that time back in 1997 when history's first perfect Pac-Man was set by yours truly, in front of a live audience of 70,000 people, and Masaya Makunashi Turu crowned me video game player of the century. I just get horny thinking about it. Be sure to grab your snacks, grab your popcorn and Billy Mitchell deck cards, cause whether or not, we're taking a look at this awesome game room. The game room is something I've always loved growing up. I was just obsessed with watching people showcase the thousands of games they had on their walls, while I had my little Game Boy and my Wii games. In Florida, there are no basements, but I've always wished we had one with a mighty pool table and tons of arcade cabinets around the place. Being 10 years old, I had used what I had, so I turned my mess of a bedroom into a mess of a bedroom with games. This is sort of gonna be like a reaction. Right here we have 2017 game room and 2018 game room tour. This one is in depth. So just to give you an idea with what we're working with, I kept my Xbox 360 games in this green bin right over here, and you can see it is filled with a bunch of garbage, and there's just garbage all over the floor. Oh my god. Okay, all the Wii games, all the GameCube games, PlayStation 4, everything is under my bed. Why did I keep everything under my bed? Eventually I got tired of the whole bed thing and moved everything right into my closet. You can see right here I got some clubs, I got Yeezys, all with my games. And then above that I have my NES games, some PlayStation games. No, it can't be. Fucking stadium events in the box? And it looks like it's in good condition. Where the hell did I get this from? Better question, where in the ass did it go? Cause I don't own a stadium events today. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Well, son of a bitch, this game is expensive as shit. Now my room has always been a nuclear mess, so in January of 2024, I decided to completely remodel the room into an office, game room, bedroom, man cave, museum. The green walls got a more modern gray, the shitty 1980s furniture got tossed, I got all new shelves, bedding, stands, and voila! I now have what I'd say is a significantly healthier living environment where I can showcase and be proud of my collection. So today I want to show you guys my entire collection, some holy grails, shitty grails, and just some weird shit that I've come across. Having this many games comes with the task of how do you organize all these games. So I usually go oldest to newest, such as Magnavox, and Intellivision, Atari, Nintendo, Wii, and so on up to the latest consoles. And right up here you can see it as well. We got some Atari, another Atari, and then we got NES up to the new version, some Nintendo 64, PlayStation 2, and PlayStation 1. This shelf was actually pretty convenient for PlayStation 1 games as they fit perfectly along with Nintendo 64 and disc drive games. Spyro fans may notice these weird things. They're sort of Happy Meal toys that are pretty shit. They don't work anymore. To be honest, I don't think they've ever worked, and I can only imagine how horrible these games were. But I do have some pretty cool stuff, such as the not-for-resale Spyro version, and the original box that it came with. I have played this Spyro game, and it's actually an unfinished build of Spyro, so it's really cool. I also do have Spyro 2 and 3 not-for-resales with the boxes as well. Look at this one. Whoa! Crash and Spyro! You may notice that I'm a big Spyro fan, except for that one. Except for that one too. You may notice I'm a big Crash and Spyro fan. That's right, I love the original trilogy. But it blows my mind how much ass they went to with this series. How do you take everything that's good about Spyro and you ruin everything about it? Same with Crash. The first Mutant game was shit, why make a second one? Don't even get me fucking started on Enter the Dragonfly. Did you know this is a beta screenshot and this actually isn't even in the game? The most expensive thing in my collection is the Nintendo 64 disc drive. I bought it as a set, and it also came with this, the original shipping box it came in, on top of my gorgeous toes. It also came with the Radnitz starter kit. I don't own the original box, but having the starter kit is really cool. And having the shipping box is fucking sick. And the console it's on top of is the Japanese console that goes with it as well. And I do have the box for it underneath this colossal Tetris mess, which you can see is right there. And I do have the nifty keyboard that goes with it as well. Now my disk drive works, but oh my god, was this a shitty idea. First of all, the system was outdated, At that time, PlayStation already had disc-based games with more data and voice compatibility. Nintendo was still using garbage cartridges, less data, and they barely worked. On top of that, this came out in 2000. In 2001, the GameCube came out. Not to mention, these games take floppy disks. Who in the ass wants to use a floppy disk in 2000? If you said no one, you were correct. Nobody bought this thing. There's about 10,000 that were sold, and how many exist today? I have no idea. I almost have a complete set. I'm missing 2 of the games, but they each go for about $2,000 each. So yeah, I'll probably never have a complete DD set. But I do have the Nintendo World Championships. Holy shit. Just kidding, they're one-to-one reproduction games. Yeah, see, flimsy, but they're high-quality reproductions. There's many ways you can tell they're reproduction. They're very light, there's no engraving at the back. And the color of yellow is different. Here's a Zelda game. You can see Zelda's gold, while the NWC Repro is more of an orange color. Nonetheless, these are definitely the coolest things I've ever seen, and they make great pieces up here. If you're familiar with Pac-Man, the game looks like this. 8 million were sold, and it's the best releasing game Atari's ever made. But they screwed up. Only 10 million consoles were sold at the time, and Atari said, let's make 12 million Pac-Man games. Why? Why would they do that? And this was the game. It wasn't even good. Who would want to play a game that looks like that? Well, even though Pac-Man had a huge success and may have crashed the video game market, there were counterfeits. And I mean counterfeits. What in the ass does this have to do with Pac-Man? A blue fuck eating a brick of cocaine with 5 jelly beans? I have another counterfeit Pac-Man game. This one you could tell because the box doesn't look like that. And the cartridge is different. What is it with these guys getting the cartridges wrong? You can tell right away the text is different. The labels are upside down as well. And the cartridge is smaller. They really couldn't have got that right? I'm just confused about how this happened. Who drew this? Atari's art was known to be sick as fuck. That's their whole marketing. Look at that. Everyone would want to play a game as cool looking as this. So why not draw what Pac-Man looks like? This looks nothing like Pac-Man. Now Pac-Man and E.T. go together, but I unfortunately don't own E.T. Now that's probably for the better, but I own this game. E.T. Go Come? Why does it say E.T. Go Come? That is the most hideous picture of E.T. I've ever seen. And what the hell are all these things? Look at the back. This isn't even an E.T. game. When did this happen in the movie? Tell me when did this happen in the movie? Now the box is titled UFI and His Dangerous Mission, and the back of it talks about how UFI is an intergalactic alien trying to get parts to a spaceship. So is that who UFI is? Is that E.T.? I found this game because I've been learning the German language this year, and my god, that was a big mistake. Now you may think, oh, it's just a translation issue. No, it's not. Oh, it's a translation issue. Can you explain? Can you explain? The top says it right, the flag is still mixed up. Explain, please. And there's more of them. Look at this. E.T. wants to go home? Go home? There must be a million of these. Toothbrush? The fuck does it mean by toothbrush? Now, toothbrush isn't in the collection, but I definitely have a cool one, Halloween. Why is the label like this? Did some bratty kid rip it off and replace it with this? I wish, but no, this was the real game. They sold it like this. Why not just say Michael Myers escaped from a mental institution? Why does it say a homicidal maniac? Look at this. You control the babysitter character? Just call them their movie names. Blackouts? Beware of an electrical blackout on the upper level, so they just left a glitch in the game they didn't know how to fix? As a surprise to no one, this game sold like shit, and now it lives on my unholy grails forever. I mean, look at that. Who would want to play any games that look like this? Another weird game is this one, Time Race. Video game Time Race? Does it really feel the need to put video game up there? Did they put movie Star Wars on VHS? No, there's no reason to put video game on there. You know Pac-Man, you know Donkey Kong, but do you know Pac-Kong? Ooh, look at that, that's cool. More like Piss Kong with the piss-colored label. Or how about Seesaw? The words aren't even combined on this one. It's more like I see the clown and saw the clown instead of a seesaw. You may have noticed these games. Why do they have handles? Why? And the art is horrendous. Guess what game this is? Guess. If you guessed Mario Bros, yeah, you were right. I mean, really, why is there handles on this? Did people struggle that badly they had to put handles on the games? Shit. Oh, donkey balls. Oh, this is so hard to release. Oh, I wish they put a handle on this. Maybe it was for this, the ColecoVision Expansion Module 1. You plugged it into your ColecoVision, and then you could play Atari games on its competitor. Man, that sounds legal. I mean, look at this. Thank goodness there's a handle, or else I'd never be able to get this game out. But how is this thing legal? You could play any game you wanted, and you didn't have to buy the console for it. That's like if the Wii came out with an update that said, "Fuck you, bitches, we're playing the PlayStation on you today," and it actually worked. Now, if you aren't aware, all of these games are pirated. You can tell from Pitfall, Hero, Mario Bros, River Raid, Enduro. These are all Brazilian pirated games. And my god, is the art horrible on these games as well. If you're gonna pirate pole position and put it in this weird Frankenstein contraption, just copy the art to it. Was it really that hard to put a race car on pole position? No, it wasn't. Now, you guys heard of the Apple Vision Pros, right? But have you heard of this shit? Booyah! Apple Vision! This was Apple before Apple, and surprise, surprise, more pirated games. These are weird as hell. They have these handles on them that lets you switch the games. Look at this one. This one has 2 levers for the games. At least the boxes are nice. They fit the cartridge and it's nice and snug. This one has the price tag on it. Now, I have no idea what that is, so if you know, let me know in the comments. Now, this is another weird one, Dactar. Were they pirating it from each other? What is this? Once again, we have more pirated games. River Raid 3, Enduro, Mr. Postman, and Frostbite. And you guessed it, we got another one of these weird lever things. Now take a minute to look at all these games. You see how they're nicely labeled, and labeled, and labeled, and what the fuck? And labeled, and labeled, and what the hell? None of these games are end labeled other than Pac-Man. Whose idea was this? Oh yeah, that's cool. You have to pull out every single game to see which one it was. These games are Taiwan Cooper games, and they're the weirdest things you'll ever see. Let's take a look at UFO. All of these Taiwan Cooper games are pirated, by the way. What type of cartridge is this? This is the weirdest cartridge I've ever seen. The cartridge for bowling is the only other one that I have that's weirdly shaped like this. None of the other games are shaped like this, and it's just the pirated version of bowling. Take a look at this shit. What game do you think this is? If you guess Q*bert, yes, Q*bert, you were right. I don't know what they were thinking with this art, but really this for Q*bert? Huh, Beanie Bopper. I wonder what this game looks. You gotta be fucking kidding me. They didn't even put anything on the end of the box. Look at this one. Bobby is going home. This doesn't even look like Bobby. That looks more like a girl. And what is this? That looks stupid. Speaking about stupid games, look at this that I found at a game store. Someone was selling Hong Kong 97 on the Super Nintendo. That's a pretty cool find. Now, it's not what a pretty cool find is this. Look at this. The Bible Adventures? Who would want to play a game like that? Why play Bible Adventures? Why not play a cool racing game? Oh, there's more. Look at this. Journey to the Promised Land of Exodus. As you see, these are my NES games, and there's a lot of weird ones that are out there. Specifically, this gold-colored one. It has 4 games in one, but that's not the weirdest. This part is the weirdest. Don't drop it, don't get it wet, don't leave in direct sunlight, and flip this switch if it doesn't work. It's really odd. Speaking of the Bible game, look at this. To start it, wait up to 9 flashes on the screen, and to power on, wait 7 seconds between power on and off. What the hell type of electronics is in this game? Ooh, this game looks fun. Star Wars, yeah! Now, why is it in this box? I have no idea. Now, this is the most stupidest thing I owned. A signed Billy Mitchell card, and it has the generic lies and misrepresenting stuff on the back. This is sort of like an Infinity Stone to me. I want to get one of Todd Todgers and Walter Day, all signed. It's like gems that we can hang up. If anybody has a Todd Rogers or Walter Day one and they want to sell it, let me know, because I'll be interested in buying it. Now, you can't talk video games without accessories. Look at this. Yeah, you'd be so cool. Look at this. Your 2-pound Wii dumbbells Grails. Oh, this is awesome. Or how about the Wii bowling ball? Oh yeah, because if a normal remote's not cool enough, let's use the Wii bowling ball. I do have a lot of sealed stuff. As you see, this Tetris game of amiibos is getting quite hefty. And down under is all my sealed games. I don't have much, but this trackball is definitely the coolest. It's not in the best condition, but it is sealed and it's never been opened. And that's pretty cool it survived that long. And I also do have some sealed Tiger games. These are not surprising at all. The fact that nobody wanted to open this definitely is understandable. Now there's so much more I could show you, but I am running out of time. So if you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a sub. And if you don't sub, Billy Mitchell's coming for you. Billy is coming for you.